Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Andevi Dini Anwar. I'm from 5A class of English Education Department. So, in this video, I will explain about TED Talks analysis, which is the secret of becoming mentally strong, given by Amy Morin. So there will be 4 agenda. The first is information about the speaker video, and then the context analysis, the speech delivery analysis, and then the last is emotional appeals. So a little bit about the speaker and video. So the speaker is Amy Morin. She is a psychotherapist, an author, an editor-in-chief at Verywell Mind, and also a psychology lecturer at Northeastern University. The duration of the video is 15 minutes and 1 second, which is recorded on December 4, 2015. And now talks about the summary. The speech discusses how to build a strong mentality by living bad mental habits. In order to be able to build mental strength, she suggested to have exercises that will help us to learn to regulate our thoughts, manage our emotions, and to be more productive under any circumstances. And the types of the speech is informative of concepts. So, in Amy Morin's speech, she discussed the problem of psychology, which is the science of human mind and behavior. She shared knowledge related to how to have good mental health or mentally strong. According to Lucas, informative speech is a speech designed to convey knowledge and understanding. It can be objects, process, event, or concept. And concept include beliefs, theories, ideas, principle, notion, and the like. They are more abstract than objects, processes, or events, such as philosophy of education or human rights. So it means that Amish speech can be categorized into informative of speech, of concept speech, because she shares knowledge and understanding regarding the mental state of humans. And the next is about the clarity. This is the content analysis. The first is the clarity. So the clarity is about Amy's position, the speaker position to the topic. So Amy's statement that shows her position of the topic is when she tells the audience about her mental problem. Well, she also works as psychotherapist, and she agrees that living painful sadness is hard, so that she wants to inform the audience how to solve that problem by saying it is hard not to do, but that way of thinking costs us something, and that's what I want to talk to you, she said. So we can conclude and understand that she agrees that it is not easy to do that, but she supports her audience to find the best solution in facing the problem of lives. And then the organization of the speech is problem solution order. So Lucas states that the problem solution order is a method of organizing speech where the main point discussed first relate to the existence of a problem, and the second main point is the solution to the problem. In Amy's speech, as you can see, the first discussion she delivered to the audience was problems that affect a person's mental condition. And she said there's 3 kinds of destructive beliefs that makes us less effective and rob us of our mental strength. The first is unhealthy beliefs about ourselves. This is the problem, and so on. She mentioned a lot about the problems, and after that she started giving solution, which is when she said, my journey taught me that the secret to being mentally strong was that you had to give up your bad mental habits, and so on. This is the solution. So we can be understood that the typical of organization used in Amy's speech is a problem solution order, in which she first states problems in order to inform the solutions to audiences. The next is Amy's statement sounds reasoning. Yes, because she says things that do happen in real life, such as having a friend who likes to show off, complaining, feeling jealous, and blaming circumstances for what happens in our life. And everything she mentioned was a fact that happened to me and maybe other people out there too, based on my experience. And then also because she mentioned that the problems that really cause us trouble in life are habitual bad mindset. I agree with that because it happens to me and my friends that we often share stories, because we also usually having too much negative thoughts that make us feel anxiety. And the next is because she said the negative thoughts will only harm us. This statement is very realistic in my perspective, because by focusing on negative thoughts, I forget to try to face the problem, try to move forward, and end up harming myself for missing many opportunities that actually can help me to be success. So therefore, Amy's arguments are not only proven on paper, but are true in many lives. And the next is about the evidence. The evidence is, does the evidence provided support the claim? Yes, she used example of experiences, which is her personal experience and patient experience. According to Lucas, example is a specific case used to illustrate or to represent a group of people, ideas, conditions, experiences, or the like. Amy gives several examples. So the first is about her personal experience. She lost her mother and her first husband, and then after she almost moved on, she remarried again with her new husband, but eventually she lost her father-in-law. It makes her think life is not fair. She said, "Why do these things always have to keep happening? Why do I have to keep losing all my loved ones?" And then this is the personal experience help her to get audiences trust because she talks based on her own experience, not only from the research or based on the research. And the next is about the patient's experience. This is actually her patient. So her patient start changing to positive life after he had sugar diet, and then after that he believed that he is the only one who can control his life, and then he start having positive mindset that change his life better. And then, based on the example given by Amy, she supports her idea that changing bad mental habits such as a negative thinking could help us have strong mental and keep positive life. And then the next is there enough evidence to support the claim? Based on the example given by Amy, she supports her idea that changing bad mental habits such as negative thinking could help us have strong mental and keep positive life. The experiences she uses to illustrate and support her ideas are enough for the audience to trust because she is a psychotherapist. And everyone will trust her. And then about irrelevant evidence, is anything included that does not support the claim? Yes, she said that researchers have found that envying your friends on Facebook actually leads to depression, but she doesn't mention about the clear information to support the ideas. I mean, we don't know what kind of research is that or who is the researchers, so it means that it's not really valid or reliable unless she mentioned it. So I concluded it is irrelevant evidence. And the next is about the speech delivery. So the speech delivery have various methods that can be used, such as manuscript speech, memorized speech, etc. In this case, Amy uses extemporaneous speech, which is a carefully prepared and rehearsed speech that is presented from a brief set of notes based on Lucas' book. And the first is we can see from her appearance. She used an appropriate black dress with simple necklace as the accessories. And then her body language, she looks very calm, poised, and confident. It is also can be seen from her gestures during her speech that she only moves her hand if she needs to. She does not look nervous at all. Based on Lucas' book, it can be said that she is well prepared. It also can be seen from her vocal delivery. She can control her volume, pitch, rep, pauses, variety of voice, pronunciation, articulation, and dialect. And also, she has a good eye contact, which help her to have a communicative bond with the audience because Amy stands really confident and have a good eye contact with her audience shows that she is really stable. And the next is she doesn't use any media because she only tells a story about experiences. And then audience interaction. So the audience gives good response to Amy, especially in the beginning of her speech after she interact with them through questions, which is the hook of her speech. She said, "How many of you have a friend kind of like that? And how many of you kind of don't like that person sometimes?" And everyone laughing. Everyone laughed after that. And then about the emotional appeals, this is the last. So does the speaker try to make the audience feel anything about the subject? Yes, but not in that way. I mean, in Amy's case, she uses informative speech because she wants to knowledge the audience about strong mental health. She uses her painful experience as the example on evidence to support her ideas about how is the solution to get over the negative thoughts habits. She does not try to get the audience sympathy to help or pity her. Instead, she tries to show and gets audience trust that we can leave those bad thoughts habits in order to be able to have happier life. That's all from me. Thank you so much, and I do apologize if I made mistake. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.